So, Ferny, why did the TSA like pull you out of the lineup?
Well, Darian had rocks in her fucking bag, like stones that she took from Yellowstone because they
Oh,
were flat and she wanted to paint them.
yeah.
And so I'm pretty sure that was one of the red flags in her fucking backpack. And then we also brought this guy back.
What the fuck? Okay.
Now, I didn't know that this was a Regal Cinema exclusive.
Hmm.
Like I truthfully didn't know. I saw a video on TikTok about someone getting it at a theater. I didn't know it was a Regal Cinema.
Hmm.
And I wasn't even planning on seeing Deadpool and Wolverine in Denver. I was gonna see it down here.
Yeah.
But my brother was like, "Yeah, let's go see it." So we went to Regal Cinema to go see it in SPX, which is a fucking ripoff. Don't ever see something in SPX at Regal Cinema. It's a goddamn ripoff. I paid $50 for fucking 2 tickets. Yeah, yeah, that's how I felt. I was like, now if we went to
Why?
go see it in 4DX, you know where the seat shakes and shit, you get sprayed like with
Water.
mist.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if we would have seen that, if we would have done that, sure. Yeah, I think that would have been worth the $50. Like one time deal, like going to see it like that. But we
Yeah.
didn't. But I thought this was like similar to 40X without the 3D glasses. But it wasn't. And so yeah,
So what made it so special?
I don't know. I
Is it like
truthfully,
Dolby? Is it like Adobe where you have to pay extra and it's just
dude, I will tell you this. The screen was not big enough to fucking warrant that goddamn payment. Because we were on the side
Mhm.
and you know how in IMAX that screen stretches across.
Yeah.
Like you could be on the side, you'll still see the fucking screen.
Yeah.
Well, like I was on the side and the screen was probably there. Yeah. So
Fuck.
like you had like so we were here, we literally had to like look like at an angle
Yeah.
to watch the movie.
Uh,
Darian too. Darian spent a good money on fucking on the popcorn and drinks.
so just Regal
Granted,
Cinema sucks.
yeah, I wouldn't fucking go. I go to AMC, get the A-list membership. A-list membership are honestly probably the best membership you could get to a movie theater.
Oh, by far. I checked them all. No, I
You
am saying
you get your money's worth. You get 3 tickets a week, any format you want, Dolby, IMAX, regular, 3D, no problem. You get to skip the line where the poors go.
we don't
You,
call them the poorest, Fernie. We call them the general public.
whatever. You get points quick, or not quick, but you actually get points accumulating pretty quickly, and you get like the $5 off every 5,000 points.
Oh yeah, that's true. And then you get so also on your birthday, you also get a free
A large popcorn.
and large drink.
Yeah.
You get both. So no, I mean honestly, it's really good value, really good money. I would say no, I think it's worth it.
But yeah, when we were going to see the movie, they had a bunch of them, a bunch of these little guys here.
How much was
And
it?
I didn't really think anything of it. When we got our stuff, Darian and I got the keychain with the half heart Wolverine, half heart Deadpool,
Oh, I like that.
and uh and that was it. And then like we were leaving, I was like, I kind of want the baby Deadpool,
Hmm.
and she was like, Well, you want to go check? I was like, Yeah, sure. And we went downstairs, and I didn't see any in the little case that they had there
Hmm.
in the opening. I was like, Oh shit! Like I wonder if they have any. And I asked the guy like, Hey, like by any chance do you have any of the baby Deadpool boxes? He's like, We have two. They're not in plastic. I'm like, I don't give a shit, dude. Just I'll take one.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's a drink holder on the top. You press a little button over here. This holds your drink, and then the back of the seat has this
For
for
your popcorn.
popcorn. Now, I would have been absolutely pissed if I actually got this for my soda and my popcorn
Uh-huh.
because this is not enough soda for me, and this is not enough popcorn for me.
Fuck no, 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 no.
Now, I paid $40 for this. These things are going for like 200 online. I won't sell it. It's mine. Fuck you.
I was gonna say if you want to sell it on eBay, man, I have to down
No,
payment.
fuck that, dude. I actually like that thing. It's mine.
And you know there were some assholes that bought like 10 of them just so they could resell it.
I really hope that they were instituting a limit because that would be fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. Fuck.
People are assholes.
People are assholes.
But yeah, I got lucky and yeah, we made it work. She finagled some stuff in her backpack. She was able to fit it in there,
Yeah.
and we were able to bring it back.
Did they like when they pulled it? Were they like, "What the fuck is this?" or what?
Well, the girl that was checking our bags for the X-ray, she looked very serious. And then when like they like, I guess like just in general, like
Oh,
just
okay.
they
I,
always
I
look
was like,
serious.
were they like, "These are the ones. This is the story."
No, I just think like they always look serious because I mean that's their job. And then
Yeah.
when they opened up the backpack and pulled it out, you could tell like she was laughing. But I was like, yeah, bitch, it's mine.
God, what if they had? What if they had confiscated it?
I would have been like, I'm gonna fucking fight you. There's no reason for you to confiscate it.
It is too lopsided, and it was not. It will not go in
It
that
fits
car.
in my backpack.
It looks like a child.
Don't care. So do dolls.
Sir, we're gonna have to set you aside and do a cavity search.
I will bite your goddamn ear off.
Uh, so fucking Deadpool. I just realized something. This
And another thing, before we get into anything, dude, it was a lot easier to avoid spoilers when it was just Instagram and Facebook.
yeah.
TikTok. TikTok is a motherfucking treasure trove of spoilers. Like if I hadn't seen Deadpool and Wolverine the day that I saw it,
Yeah.
I would have had everything spoiled. Everything.
What do you mean? You mean like
Oh,
fucking
TikTok just decided to fuck you.
man?
I don't even know why. Like I wasn't even trying to do that to you. It just decided to be like, "Hey, you want to see some spoilers?"
Like, hey, here's fucking Gambit. Here is fucking Blade. Here's Electro, you dumb bitch. Also, here's Chris Evans' cousin like a sailor. Like, what the fuck? I
Man,
was trying to watch a video of Brock Lesnar's daughter, but like,
you
what the
got
fuck?
you got hosed by
Man,
TikTok. Maybe the
for
government was right. Maybe TikTok should go away.
whoever the Chinese company that owns TikTok needs to go to hell. Needs to go to hell and die fast.
It's not. I thought the CEO was from Singapore.
It's China owned.
Oh,
It's a China-based company, and the U.S. government is basically like, hey, either you sell it or we're gonna ban you in our country.
mm.
But they've been saying that forever. We'll see.
That's like, man, I'm so happy I saw that movie before I even jumped on TikTok because TikTok ruins fucking everything now.
Dude, fuck, man. But yeah, let's so this is not the Deadpool Wolverine review because I haven't seen the movie, technically speaking, like for fuck's
Yeah,
sake. I've been moving. If you're folks, if you're listening to this and you're wondering why was there no review last week or this week, like no technical review,
Dito's homeless.
is it legally speaking, you're technically right. I am homeless.
Hmm.
We're transitioning from an apartment to a house. We just got the keys. The power is barely going to be turned on Friday, and all this other bullshit. So
Are you gonna
essentially,
switch internet?
uh, that's on my list of projects. Yes.
Are you gonna finally cancel AT&T, the shittiest internet on the planet?
Yes. Oh, I found out something. So remember how you were like, why is your internet suck so bad? I found out I'm on the 50 megabytes per second plan.
Oh my god. Dude, I'm getting 500 and I paid $10 more than you.
Either way,
Man,
I'll
they were
change.
like, this guy doesn't know what he has. Let's
I don't.
fucking jack up the price on him.
I don't, because
You were probably like 50 megabytes? That's a lot.
dude, the thing is like I don't have a reference because I don't pay attention to how good something looks on my Xbox. Like I don't pay attention to that. I just
You don't
don't.
pay attention to what we tell you.
That too. That too. But yeah, so now we'll probably be switching to who do you have? AT&T?
Spectrum.
Spectrum? All right, we'll be switching Spectrum. Oh yeah, AT&T is who I have. Fuck AT&T. But okay, folks. So while I'm in the process of being homeless, although I haven't seen Deadpool and Wolverine or Twisters or any movies like in the past 2 weeks,
Wait, hold on. How old's your dad?
he just turned 60.
Hmm.
Why?
Because once they reach retirement age,
Mhm.
he can sign up for Spectrum and he'll get a lower rate. So you could tell him, hey, dad, sign up under your name. I'm going to pay it, but it'll be a lower
Great.
rate for internet.
They have Spectrum though.
Never mind.
I'm behind. Let's be real. I am. God, I miss Kingsville. You had one company and they were actually really fucking good.
Mm.
Anyway, so we're here to discuss Comic-Con and a lot of the news. I think let's not fuck around. Let's just jump right into the big news and we'll go down to the little
The
stuff.
biggest news of them all, we got to see the trailer for Kevin Smith's The 4:30 Show.
Actually, I'll give you that. That's actually going to be a nice movie. I can't wait for it. Actually, I can't wait to see how he writes teenagers.
It looks enjoyable. Well, you could tell he has something there. Like at least from the little bits you see in the trailer, because he grew up watching John Hughes movies. So I'm
Yeah,
assuming he's taking into account his own childhood and anything he's seen in movies. Because it's shot at the movie theater that he would go to as a kid.
yeah. Well, like the thing about it is, and I want to be very clear, Kevin Smith is amazing at dialogue. He is. He just is.
Mm.
But I don't know if he can write good dialogue for teenagers because it's been a
Well,
minute.
he was trying his hardest to make this movie PG-13,
Yeah.
but
Did
they
it,
wouldn't give it to him.
was there a reason for the cursing or for what?
The sexual content in the movie. But you look at any of those John Hughes movies in
Mm.
today's terms,
Yeah.
they'd probably be rated R.
I gotta go back and watch them then. I haven't seen them in a minute.
Uh, Let me just throw this out here. Breakfast Club. When they're asking where Bender is and he's underneath the table and he sees Molly Ringwald's underwear, and one can only assume he's using fingers.
I don't remember that part in Breakfast Club actually.
Yeah, the principal's talking to them. He's like, "Where's Bender?" And they're like, we don't know."
And does he mess with Molly Ringwald?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I could see why. I don't remember that part. I believe you. I've seen The Breakfast Club once.
Oh, I'm sure that one would have been rated R. Probably 16 Candles.
Is
That
it?
one's a little on the edge.
Trying to remember. What are the John Hughes? Pretty in Pink. I know that one.
Which one's a Weird Science?
That one might be rated R. I
Yeah,
remember. I know that one. The whole hey, we're gonna do a science experiment and create a model that's gonna do whatever.
but yeah, Kevin Smith was trying his hardest to get it rated PG-13, but the MPAA wouldn't give it to him. Bitches.
You win some, you lose some. But hopefully, a lot of people will watch it. I mean, he has enough of a cult following.
Yep.
He should be fine. But second biggest news is I think a combo.
Marvel.
It's a triple combo. It's Avengers 5 has been renamed from the Kang Dynasty due to no reason whatsoever. There's no particular reason. We just decided to rename it because fuck it. Why not? Let's just rename it. We're not going to acknowledge it.
Isn't this the first time in a long time that Marvel has showed out at Comic-Con?
Yes, I would say
Because they've
because they
been
needed
doing all
to.
their shit at Disney, at the Disney Expos, no?
Yeah, it's been a minute. Well, even when they would do it at the Disney Expos, they didn't have this much news to announce. I
Yeah,
think
like this one they really showed out.
I think Disney is not in a good spot financially right now. They're stretched a little thin. So that's why they're doing it. And this is what I was going to mention.
Oh,
You
they're
know,
seeing the money roll in from Deadpool and Wolverine. They're like, yes.
well, see, that's the thing. So the Deadpool Wolverine toys are not going to
Hmm.
be rolled out until November because that's when the movie was supposed to come out. They
Mm,
raised up the premiere because they needed the money to come out during their I guess technically the third quarter of this year.
mm,
Like that
mm.
was a business decision. That's the same reason why Netflix splits the shows now.
Well,
Is
I
to
just saw an ad for the Ultimate Bundle, the Disney Plus Hulu Max bundle.
how much is it?
I think it said starting 16.99,
That's not bad. Hmm.
but it's probably like the shitty one, like with ads.
Yeah, probably. That's the terrible
That's the
version.
only thing that sucks. I mean, if you're on a budget, yeah, ball out, man.
Yeah. But yeah, so Disney showed out at Comic-Con and they did three big things. They renamed Avengers 5 from the Kang Dynasty to Avengers Doomsday. They announced, yes, Von Doom will be the main villain, obviously. Announced RDJ will be playing well,
Doctor,
not Victor Von Doom.
well,
He'll,
Doctor Doom.
he'll be playing Doctor Doom.
We don't
He's
know
playing
if he's Victor Von Doom, because I know there's a comic where I believe Iron Man becomes
Doctor Doom. Yeah,
Doctor Doom.
yeah.
So I
Uh,
mean, I'm not gonna pretend to know what Marvel's doing,
mhm.
because I know like everyone and their mother is not happy with this. Like a lot of people
No,
are not happy with RDJ coming back.
I would say it is
50-50.
divisive, but I wouldn't say everyone hates it. I've seen a lot of love going out
I
for it.
think it's 50-50.
Yeah.
Maybe 60-40. Love 60 love, 40 hate.
Well, because he's pulling a Shawn Michaels. Like you have the perfect retirement. I mean, and the Russos are returning, which fair enough. I don't have no problem with the Russos.
Me either. I mean, there's not many people that can handle like that big of a movie, and the Russos have done it twice before,
They found a way.
masterfully.
They found a way to include like what 50 named characters in one movie and make it cohesive. Keep the dialogue true to the characters because you could tell when Peter Quill was talking versus Drax versus Iron Man, like their speech patterns were different for each character. That's fucking hard.
Mm-hmm.
On top of that, like it, they did a great job. So I have no problem with the Russos coming back. No problem with Doomsday with Von Doom replacing Kang. But RDJ, I got two predictions. I'm calling it right now. One, Peter's gonna fuck up, and that's gonna lead to Doom winning at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Two, I'm not as solid on this one. I think there's gonna be some part of him that's like, we have Pepper's alive. I have a daughter, and he's gonna go after him. I think that's gonna be one part. Um, Now, question. Now, so what do you think of this? What's your honest opinion? We were in the theater together. I was sitting next to you when Iron Man died and drew his last breath. We were in the same theater when he made that sacrifice. There were tears. People said goodbye to this character along with Captain America. Thoughts?
Comic book characters are like wrestling personalities. They're only gone when they're in the fucking ground. The wrestling personalities have always said, "This is my last match. I'm retiring." Oh look, he's in bumfuck nowhere wrestling for $2. Or Ric Flair, who this is my last match with Shawn Michaels, shows up in TNA.
3 years later.
I'm retiring again. Shows up again in WWE. I'm retiring. Shows up in AEW. It's a never-ending cycle. Am I mad that he's coming back? No, but I want to. If for me not to be mad, I have to see what's gonna happen. Granted, we're not gonna see what's gonna happen for fucking 3 years.
Yeah.
Like, so I mean, I can't be mad, preemptively mad, because I need to see, okay, how are they gonna set this up? Because one, you can't just skirt over Kang. We had Ant-Man Quantumania.
There, there is a famous comic where Doom murders Kang. Like he just
Mm.
demolishes him. So maybe the opening sequence of the next one is Doom just killing Kang, like just straight up massacring all of them. I've saved the multiverse again. Why aren't you bowing to me?
I
I'm
will
the
say,
hero.
I will say, Marvel is in unknown waters
Mhm.
because with Phase 1, 2, and 3, you could kind of see where they were leading up. You could see where they were leading up to.
Yeah,
With this one, we have no fucking clue. The
yeah.
audience has no fucking clue what they're leading up to.
I don't think
We
Marvel
don't.
had a clue for a while though. Also,
I think they had a rough idea, and I mean, shit happens, and they have to adapt. Jonathan Majors did what he did. It got taken down to a misdemeanor. He did get that plea of a misdemeanor.
Mhm.
TMZ's vultures were outside his fucking apartment because he went for a run, and they were asking him like, "How do you feel about Robert Downey Jr. Coming in as Doctor Doom and Kang being written out?" And he was really trying to give a political answer.
I I think this would bother me if I was in his shoes. Granted, one was more recent than the other. Iron Man was arguably Robert Downey Jr.'s big redemption. And I saw this. I'm not going to advocate that he shouldn't.
Tropic Thunder wasn't his big redemption.
I would say Iron Man was definitely more.
I mean, he got a supporting actor nomination.
Look, I know he's a dude playing another dude or whatever. I can't remember. But I
No, I would
do.
say Iron Man is definitely his redemption
Thank
because
you.
I mean, it made him into a household name.
It remade him. It
Yeah,
remade him. It saved his career. But and again, I'm not going to advocate that Jonathan Major should not have been dropped. I'm not going to say that. I will say this though. There's something interesting at the fact that Majors, who didn't serve jail time, got knocked it down to a misdemeanor, was dropped, but a guy who has known to have substance abuse issues in the past, who's been to jail, who's been arrested multiple times, is given multiple chances. I'm not going to argue that they made the wrong choice for Majors. I'm just going to say, is there some hypocrisy there that you're not giving another guy?
I let me try to rebuke that a
Yeah,
little bit.
oh,
I mean, RDJ, of course, he was the nepo baby, like he was a nepotism baby,
yeah.
and he grew up with a fucking like rich life, did drugs, was on coke, went to jail, but he did actively try to change his life. Small and sure, Like Shane Black helped with that, casting him in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. And he
Mhm.
started doing other movies, the Charlie Bartlett movie.
Oh, that's right. That was a great one.
And
Yeah.
then he started doing even more movies. He did Tropic Thunder. And then John Favreau decided to take a chance on him with the most expensive indie film ever in Iron Man 1
Mhm.
and really took a shot on him. Like it wasn't just it was now it'd be a way different story if Robert Downey Jr. was caught doing blow like in the middle of filming.
Yeah.
I mean, I think at that point you got to say like, nah,
Mhm.
like we can't. I mean, insurance is gonna be too bad because I know that was another deal that was tough with RDJ. I think
I,
even with Iron Man, that insurance companies didn't want to insure him.
I think he got paid like less than Terrence Howard because yeah, they didn't want to insure him. So
Yeah.
it was a prove it contract. It was we'll pay you 100 grand. This goes well, we'll bump your pay in the next one.
So Jonathan Majors, I mean, dude, it sucks. It fucking sucks. But you gotta take your lumps. Hey, it got put down to a misdemeanor. It's not a felony, at least.
Yeah.
So
Do
now you better start rebuilding your fucking image.
do you think we're wrestling fans, right, folks? We're launching a new channel very soon called Wrestling with Comics. News will drop about that as we actually get the channel set up and everything. It's gonna should be dropping in about a month. So we're huge wrestling fans. To me, and I type messaged this as soon as we saw, it reeks of WWE bringing back Goldberg because he popped a rating. Like it reeks of we're not making
Hold
new
that
stars.
thought.
To me, we're both big wrestling fans, and
Mhm.
to me, this reeks of WWE bringing back Goldberg to pop the audience because he popped a rating. Like I get it, but by bringing him back, you're not making new stars.
Mhm.
I don't know. I feel like they don't trust that they can sell with their current crop of talent, so they're bringing
Or
back no favorite.
or they use that favorite to put over a new star in one of the Avengers movies.
I'm sure. No, I'm sure he's going to be defeated. But it's like, why couldn't you give
Or
us?
maybe they're gonna use him to put over a new Von Doom.
I feel like it's getting too confusing. I feel like at post Secret Wars, you know how there's nothing listed after Secret Wars?
Mhm.
I feel like they're going to hit the reset button with Secret Wars, maybe, and they're going to restart with like mute with just like mutants and a few of the established characters. I think they're going to keep about the Captain America. I think they're going to keep key characters.
Well, you haven't seen Deadpool and Wolverine, so I can't say anything unless you want me to.
Fuck it, just tell me already. I'm in it for the journey, not the destination.
So the goal for Deadpool was to save his timeline from being wiped out.
Hmm.
So that's why he goes looking for Wolverine because the Wolverine in his timeline died, and he
Hmm.
was considered the anchor character, the person that kept the timeline alive.
Hmm.
And since he died, they were like, "Well, this timeline needs to die."
Hmm.
And so he goes searching for a new Wolverine. So at the end of this one, the timeline is saved and it starts flourishing.
Hmm.
So the TVA agent, the one that came out in Loki, the black lady,
Yeah.
she pops up and she tells him like, your timeline's saved and it's flourishing. Your time isn't done here yet.
That's
And
it.
so it's very interesting to see what's going to happen because I don't know if that means the X-Men timeline isn't dead yet,
Hmm.
but I mean I have no idea.
So at the end, what happens to Hugh Jackman? Does he go back with Deadpool and he's the new Wolverine or what?
He goes to live his own life.
And like around like in the same world or what?
I think so. I cuz well, his goal, the reason why they call him the worst Wolverine in the trailer is because he let the X-Men die. He walked away when they were dying.
Hmm.
And so he lives in shame.
Yeah.
And so Deadpool promised him like, "Hey, if you help me save my universe, I'm sure that they can help bring the X-Men back
Hmm.
that died." And so at the end he asks like, "Are you able to bring him back?" And she's like she tells him, "Look, you wouldn't be the Wolverine that you are today without them passing away.
Hmm.
They're part of your story." And so, I mean, he just goes on like that.
So kind of leaving the door open for him to come back again if necessary.
Oh, there's a running joke in the movie.
What? What's the joke?
Deadpool looks at him and he's like, "You're gonna be doing this till you're 90." And then when she tells him that, he goes up into his ear. He's like, till you're 90.
Oh man, I can't wait. Damn, I can't wait to watch this movie. Fuck. Oh, I've seen every good movie on a fucking premiere.
I thought you were gonna see it with Shu.
I haven't had time, man. Moving an
Oh,
entire apartment's a bitch. Imagine moving
yeah,
everything. Fuck.
yeah.
But but anyway, okay. So going back, timeline saved. Okay, so we got some more news besides this. Fantastic Four got a subtitle, and the trailer apparently premiered.
I saw the trailer.
Fantastic. You saw the leak trailer?
Yep.
I haven't seen it. Is it good?
It doesn't show much. It shows them going into space, but it looks very 60s.
Yeah, I heard that that's well, the film takes place in the 60s. It's its own universe, I'm assuming.
Which, oh, really?
hmm
Huh.
Which, now let me ask you this: because they already revealed RDJ is going to be Doctor Doom, do you think he's in the Fantastic Four as Reed's rival already?
Hmm.
Because Doctor
Maybe.
Doom and Reed have a rivalry that like is only emblematic of like Joker and Batman. Like they fucking hate each other.
I didn't hate that first Doctor Doom from the very first Fantastic Four movie that we
Mhm.
got.
Yeah,
I didn't hate that Doctor Doom. I thought he was actually pretty good.
it's been years since I've seen it. I don't have an opinion on it.
I didn't hate those first two Fantastic Four movies.
I hated that in the second one, Galactus was a big fart cloud, like
That I did hate.
rather than a big menacing monster.
I thought that was stupid. I remember vividly thinking that was stupid. Now the reboot, I hated that reboot with a passion.
I like the reboot
I hated it.
up until they get their powers. That's when he falls off a cliff. I
And you could
like
tell, and then the stories after the movie came out of the director being pissed off with the studio and just being a fucking whiny pussy about it. Oh,
well because he got to work with the studio, but he wanted full creative control.
and they were like, dude, you only did Chronicle. Like, we're not gonna give you full fucking creative control here.
Um,
I was a big fan of Chronicle, so I don't
I
know.
didn't love Chronicle. I saw it, but I didn't. It
It
didn't
didn't get you
resonate
all
with me.
jazzed up.
No, I was like, oh, okay, this is fine. This is good, I guess.
Yeah, same.
But okay. So fucking Fantastic Four: First Steps gets a subtitle. I hope we see RDJ in there, but we'll see. What else? We got.
I
Oh,
do
we haven't
kind of
mentioned
like this
this.
though.
What?
The uncertainty. Like we have no idea what's gonna fucking happen.
What's called what? What's the film wrap that they have left? It goes. Well, what's the schedule? I'm trying to remember. It's Deadpool. We get Captain America next, and then what
Yeah.
else? No, I'm serious. What's next? I'm trying
We
to
were
remember.
supposed to get Blade.
We're supposed to get Blade next November. MCU.
God knows if we are.
Let's see. Not Phase 4. Uh, not Phase 4. I'm jumping over to Phase 5. Okay,
Okay, so Thunderbolts is supposed to come out next year.
so we got in order. We got Captain America: Brave New World, and then the Thunderbolts,
Uh-huh.
and that's supposed to finish out Phase 5.
Yeah.
And then Phase 6.
I'm surprised we are in phase 5, to be honest.
It doesn't feel like it. Well, Phase 6. So these phases are short. Phase 6 is only 4 films. Fantastic Four: First Steps, Blade, if we're gonna
I
get Blade.
just I just feel they need to stop calling it phases.
I don't hate that it's a phase, but I think they need to start structuring them accordingly. Like if you're gonna have like phase one, phase two, phase three, like as a three-part act,
Hmm.
that's fine. But you need to structure the films in that same way too. You need to be able to plan ahead enough.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, like plan ahead enough to where you know where you're going, but be flexible enough to change plans like accordingly. Like Hulk was supposed to be the main villain in the first Avengers film. Like they were gonna assemble to fight him,
Yeah.
but they ended up being like, nah, Loki. Okay, like they were flexible enough to work with that. But that's just me. Um, but yeah, we're supposed to get Blade. We're supposed to get Fantastic Four: First Steps, Blade, and then we get Doomsday, and then a year later we get Secret Wars, which I'm willing to bet Secret Wars is going to reset everything, and then we're going to get our new X-Men after that.
Hmm.
Because Secret Wars, it essentially it's like Crisis on Infinite Earths. It collapses the multiverse.
I
It's
mean, if there's a property that needs a good fucking reboot, it's X-Men. Like,
yeah.
don't get me wrong. X-Men 1, fine. Good starter movie.
Mhm.
X-Men 2, loved. Great movie. X-Men 3 started to fall apart a little bit. Was took some real interesting risks in there, like like Professor Xavier dying and all that shit.
And Scott dying at the very beginning.
Scott dying at the
Yeah, that
very
was like
beginning
holy shit.
because he was in fucking Superman.
It wasn't even
Uh,
Superman. He was playing like the third banana.
hmm And then X-Men Origins, I don't hate. The thing I do hate is what they did to Deadpool.
Hmm.
I liked Liev Schreiber as
Sabretooth.
Sabretooth.
Hmm.
Thought it was a fine origin movie. It was okay.
Yeah.
Um, and then what else was after that? First Class was great.
First Class was might be the best X-Men movie. That or the
Starts bringing it back. They do good with First Class. They do the Wolverine.
yeah. The Wolverine, I liked it. A lot of
The
people
Wolverine was good. They did Days of Future Past, arguably their best X-Men movie.
I would agree.
And then they just really fucking start shitting the bed, going straight down with Apocalypse. And then with that fucking hunk of shit that I never thought would make Last Stand look great, called The Dark Phoenix. Fuck, man, that movie sucked.
You know what I think the problem is that they never bothered. Like, fuck, man. All right, Hollywood, here's a lesson for you. If you're gonna do a storyline, you can't. Big story, comic book storylines need to be planted in advance. If you're gonna do Apocalypse, he shouldn't be like a movie villain that the first team takes on. He is a villain that the whole team at full strength struggles. It should have
Like
been the set.
Apocalypse leads multiple movies. You don't kill him in that first movie.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
Like,
it's
what the fuck are
Baltimore,
you
man. It's
doing?
like he's supposed to be around for a
And why
minute.
does he look like Ivan Ooze?
I actually don't hate the way he looks.
I hated it.
I
Because
didn't hate it.
Apocalypse to me is supposed to be as intimidating as Thanos.
I agree. I agree. It should be Thanos, Apocalypse, Darkseid, like these intimidating big
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
they all look the same. They're all
Yeah.
huge. They're all fucking intimidating. He did not look intimidating.
I I feel like he should have been more CGI. I liked Oscar Isaac in the role. I will defend that. I like that
I think he was fine. I think he was a good voice, but they should have CGI'd.
more. Yeah.
They should have CGI'd Apocalypse like they did Thanos.
And then they just fucked up the whole Dark Phoenix saga completely.
Dark Phoenix was such a hunk of shit. I remember being so pissed off in the theater watching it. I was like, this movie fucking sucks. And I've only ever said that with Fences. And this movie, I was like, man, they made Brett Ratner look like a fucking genius with the last stand.
And you know what's shitty? I actually like the New Mutants movie.
I hated it.
The
I
new
didn't
one.
hate it. It
Mhm.
was just all over the place.
I liked it though. I thought, you know what? This is not a bad way to pivot and
I
like come up
thought
with something different.
I did think the villain in that one was stupid.
Was it the bear?
Yeah,
And her trying to control her. Well, it's because it's supposed to be an allegory for teenagers. So like it's fine. It's a teenage movie, it's fine.
I was just like, that's and it sucks because I was thinking like, man, Fox, this is what you were gonna try to rebuild the X-Men franchise with. This was your gasping last breath.
I don't think it was a bad one. I like the New Mutants.
But to rebuild the
You gotta
X-Men
start
franchise,
somewhere. Yeah, you gotta start somewhere, man. Who would have thought it
I did not think that was a good restarting point.
I'll say this much. I think to judge it after it has never had a sequel or anything like that, imagine if Deadpool never had a sequel and the only live action Deadpool we've ever seen was that shitty one from X-Men Origins. I
Mm.
don't they were never given the chance to have to like run beyond the asylum.
Even Fox didn't even want Deadpool to succeed. I
They
felt
could
like all the
have.
behind the scenes shit, like it seemed like they just didn't want that movie to be good.
It's stupid because they also hedged their bets. What was the movie that they cut the budget for? I don't remember. They had allocated extra budget for another
I,
film.
I want to say it was Deadpool.
No, no, but they cut the Deadpool budget for a different film.
Oh,
They cut 20. So initially, I think Deadpool, their first one, Deadpool film. I think the initial one, whatever the budget is, it was 20 million more. But they cut 20 million from the budget right before filming started and allocated it to another movie that ended up sucking.
yeah, that's why Ryan Reynolds
That's
makes the
why
joke
Deadpool makes all these.
about like not seeing any more X-Men in the movie.
No, well, also the part where you remember the part where he's like, "Oh, I forgot my gun bag." Apparently, it's more expensive to have a gunfight than it is to have a sword fight. I didn't know
I'm
that was
not
a
surprised.
thing. Huh?
I'm not surprised because you have to CGI the bullets.
Mm-hmm. Um, Filming Vancouver, Wham, fuck, I can't find it. But yeah, they did cut the budget for another film, and then I know the other film it still ended up bombing, and this film. Wait a second, hold on. A find 58. Where is it? 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 Yeah, okay, wait. 48 hours before filming started, the studio cut the budget by $8 million. I saw 20. I want to find the other report that says how much. But yeah, they cut it
Fucking
more and
ridiculous.
gave it to another movie.
Fucking ridiculous.
Either way,
That's
man,
why fucking Fox got bought out by Disney.
because it was ran by inept dipshits.
Yep. I
But
mean, for me, this Comic Con, it was. I think it did bring a lot more intrigue to what Marvel's doing, which is I feel like it's a good thing because
yeah,
now people are like, okay, like where are they going with this?
yeah.
So hopefully, like that pans out. Was DC like, did they do anything or no?
They showed up a few things. They showed off Creature Commandos, the teaser trailer for that. The Penguin trailer dropped. They
Mm.
don't really have much going on right now. Next Comic-Con, it'll be right around the time that Superman comes out. So by then we should be seeing some trailers for like maybe Batman the Brave and the Bold or
Well,
other
Superman's supposed to come out the same month as Captain America, no?
Captain America comes out in February. They're trying to pull a Black Panther.
Uh, mm,
So no, Captain America, and it should be good. Let me see, DCU movie schedule. But yeah, I imagine next year's Comic Con we'll see a lot more from Marvel, but we'll see a lot more from DC because they'll be on the cusp of releasing or post-releasing Superman with all the other films coming out right after. There's Peacemaker season 2, I know that. Superman
mm.
and Superman's gonna come out. Holy fuck, we're gonna get a year in between? God damn it. We're gonna see Superman come out July 11th, 2025, and then the following year we're gonna get Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. And the following year we get
Mm.
the Batman Part 2. God damn. Well, fuck. All right then. It's gonna be a minute before we get a lot more DC stuff. Fuck.
I mean, it's gonna be yeah. Well, DC's completely rebooting, so that's gonna be interesting.
It's gonna suck. Well, 2026, from what I'm seeing, we're gonna see at least one, two, three major projects coming out in
If
22
Superman
big ones.
doesn't do good, just expect me to send you that clip from the Waterboy where Rob Schneider's character is like, "Oh no, we suck again."
God damn it! I hope not. Please, God, no. Oh,
The
why
people are
can't?
judging it hard based on the set pictures.
Which, like, I don't understand.
I don't think it's fair to judge on the set pictures because everything looks fucking goofy on the set pictures.
Fuck yes, everything looks goofy. Well, like they're judging like the costumes for the other heroes, not Superman, but the other ones. And I read an article that said, well, yeah, in this universe, like the reboot, Maxwell Lord, who was played by Pedro Pascal in Wonder Woman, this is the new version of him. He's like this big corporate guy who doesn't own the superheroes, but he's like their branding officer, right? He's the one that pays them.
Uh,
Like, yeah, guys, y'all work for me. So that's why all their costumes look weird and don't look comic accurate because they're working for Maxwell Lord. They don't know
mm,
he's a bad guy. They're just like, oh yeah, like we work here, we get paid as superhero, like benefits. Yeah, it's not bad.
mm.
So no, it's not. It's not a
Hopefully,
bad.
it's good.
I God, I
I think this Comic Con was probably one of the more eventful ones that we've had in previous years because it's been pretty dry with Marvel kind of pulling out and just doing their shit at Disney
yeah.
and DC too. I mean, DC isn't don't they save their shit for like their own expo?
They used to. It's called DC Fandom, but now I
Yeah.
think they're gonna start going back to Comic Con. I think that's important. They need to
Comic
start
Con's like, well, look who comes crawling back.
for real though, because do both companies need reboots? Marvel needs a course correction. DC is rebooting. Like they need it. They both needed it.
Comic Con International, like, well, look who comes crawling back to Daddy. Come over here. Daddy will take care of you.
Don't worry, Daddy's got.
Daddy's got you, baby.
But yeah, that's all the news from Comic Con. The only other things I've listed are the Boys spinoff that's going to happen.
Oh yeah. Vought Rising, I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, it's going to star Soldier Boy and
Jensen Ackles and the chick that played
the Nazi.
yeah, the Nazi.
That one, there's Invincible already got renewed for season 4. I haven't even finished season 2. Like it's been so
Did I watched season one, that was it. I haven't really kept up with it.
dude, it's been so fucking long. Has Been Hotel has been renewed for seasons 3 and 4 already as well. And then the Rings of Power, the season 2 trailer dropped,
Yeah,
and
I saw that one.
there's a
I
little bit.
still need to watch season one. I tried watching it, I fell asleep. I need to try watching it.
Dude, you tell me, you pick a time and date, and we will review it, and I'll watch it. You
I'll try to watch it. I have like a whole fucking 10 days of professional development coming up, and then school starts.
Jesus.
Yeah, but at least I don't have kids right now.
Mm, fair. Fuck.
But we start tomorrow.
Oh, you go back tomorrow
Yep.
on a Thursday? That's random.
Our first day of school's on a Thursday.
That's stupid. So 2 days of school, and then everyone go home for the
It's a
weekend.
little bit better because for us, the first like week of school, it's open. The first week of school is a culture camp.
Yeah.
So
I
we
mean,
do so like that's pretty much just it's boring. It's just teaching the kids like so this is like what we do on a daily basis. Let's practice, blah 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 blah. It's very boring.
fair enough, man. Just have your headphones ready. Damn. All right. Well, I'm gonna cut it for this episode of the Rollback. Not a movie review, but a Comic-Con review. And yeah, I did. Oh, baby. Hi, baby. Hi, baby.
She's supposed to be my goddaughter.
Oh,
I haven't been asked yet, so I can give a shit.
flick him. Ah,
All
all right.
right, let's close this out.
Fernie, hit the outro.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us for our review of San Diego Comic Con 2024. Please join us wherever you get your podcast needs Spotify, Google, Apple, everywhere, YouTube. Please check us out every week. We're going to try to put out some more stuff. Right now, Eddie, myself, and I think Chem are starting to get a little bit busy, but we'll try to be as continuous as possible with more coming up, especially with wrestling with comics coming up. But that is everybody. That is it, everybody. I'm Fernando.
I've been Eddie.
And this was your San Diego Comic Con review for 2024. Let's cut it.